Hello everybody, it's KJ, and today I'm here to talk to you about my most anticipated October 2018 book releases. And it's now the middle of October, so one advantage of doing it right now is that most of these books have already been released. So you will be able to pick up these books at your local bookstore, or your online bookstore, or from your local library. Good stuff. And the rest of the books that haven't been released are not so far off now. Alright, so I had my wisdom tooth removed at the beginning of the month, and that kind of, you know, waylaid all my plans for October. And I am just now, in the last couple days, feeling like I can talk. All the swelling and the bruising went down, so now I can talk about books and smile, and yes, I'm happy. I'm happy. Alright, let's talk about some of the books in October that I've been looking forward to, that I'm still looking forward to. So, I'm going to go by date again, so October 2nd. These are books that obviously now are already released, which, good. I can go order these now. So, the first one is Sawkill Girls by Claire Legrand. And this is a story where basically these girls on Sawkill Island have disappeared for generations, and there is a collector who steals them away, and these three girls come into basically magical powers in order to fight off this evil monster. Yeah, so there is diversity. There is at least one black character that I know of. There's a bisexual female character, and I think a female-female relationship, so some good diversity representation there. And I'm looking forward to a nice, hopefully atmospheric, creepy tale of girls on an island fighting monsters with powers. Yes, it sounds good. The next one is Shadow of the Fox by Julie Kagawa, and this one is a little bit hard to summarize, so I'm going to read off my notes. I mean, I'm reading off my notes anyway, but I'm really reading off my notes this time. So basically, 1,000 years ago, the great Kami dragon granted a wish that plunged the land of Iwagoto into chaos and darkness. Whoever holds the scroll of 1,000 prayers can make a new wish. Yumeko, a half kitsune, half human, raised by monks, has one part of the ancient scroll and must journey to find the other pieces, along with a mysterious samurai, as they form an uneasy alliance. And they have to find the scroll with an army of demons after them. It just sounds good. An Asian, Japanese inspired fantasy. Yes. And I don't know, it's just, having grown up watching anime and reading manga, it hits me in my anime loving heart. Okay, it's just sounds so good. I'm excited. Okay, so The Boneless Mercies by April Genevieve Tuhalke. So this one is about a group of mercenary girls who are tired of the death trade, basically, and they dream of heroic glory. You know, they want to be heroes. And so they get news of a monster ravaging a nearby town, and they think, this is it. This is the way that the mercies can achieve fame and fortune and basically gain a new future for all of them, and maybe even women everywhere. So this is supposed to be a very kind of feminist retelling of, I think they were saying Beowulf, which that sounds very interesting to me. I didn't really enjoy Beowulf in school, but a group of mercenary girls is more my style, okay? I'm here for like the friendships and girls supporting girls and girls kicking ass, like, yes. The Boneless Mercies, yes. Alright, the next one is Grim Lovelies by Megan Shepherd, and this one's also a little bit difficult to summarize, so I'm gonna read these notes that I took. Probably gonna butcher all of these names, but Anouk envies the human world where pretties lavish themselves in fast cars, fashion, and the freedom to fall in love. But Anouk is only an enchanted animal to human, a beastie, and she's destined to serve the evil witch who spelled her into existence until the witch is murdered and Anouk is accused of the crime. Now she is pursued in the Parisian underground magical society, and Anouk and her fellow beasties have 3 days to find the killer before the spell keeping them human fades. And if they fail, they lose the only lives they've ever known. But if they succeed, they could be more powerful than anyone ever bargained for. So I just thought this one sounded interesting. It's got some different elements going on there, and I was just intrigued by how they could all be put together, and you know, the Parisian backdrop, and just, yes, I don't know. I first heard about it at AroAce, and that was a big book that everybody was talking about, so I'm here for it either way. Next one is Broken Things by Lauren Oliver. So 5 years ago, Summer was brutally murdered, and everyone thinks her best friends killed her. So all 3 of them were obsessed with a book, and their fantasies became twisted, maybe even deadly. But Mia and Bryn know they didn't do it. So on the anniversary of Summer's death, they are pulled back together for a new mystery that blurs the past and the present and the fiction with reality, and they must basically face what really happened in the woods those 5 years. And I think this just sounds like a very interesting kind of mystery, potentially bordering on magical realism, just because the way the story elements are, you know, where you don't know what exactly is fantasy and what exactly is reality, perhaps, while reading. So I was just very intrigued by this. I'm looking forward to it for sure. And the last one I have for October 2nd is The Dark Deep by Ali Condi and Brendan Reichs. After a bullying incident sends 12-year-old Nico over the edge of a cliff into the waters of Still Cove, where no one ever goes, his friends must rush to his rescue. Only there they discover an island hidden in the mist. And while it appears uninhabited, they do come across an abandoned houseboat that is full of unnerving curiosities. This group of kids dives deeper into the unknown on this island, and there's something ancient there on the island that has awakened, and it knows their wishes and their dreams and their terrible secrets. These kids have to figure out if they have what it takes to face their darkest parts that are inside themselves in order to survive. And it just sounds so good. It sounds like a Stranger Things type of story where there's a group of kids, so there's friendship, there's adventure, but there's also spooky kind of Lovecraftian stuff going on as well. I'm here for it. I'm here for really anything that can kind of be compared to Stranger Things, because I like those kinds of stories. So yes, The Dark Deep, yes, here for that. And I believe that one is middle grade, as opposed to everything else that I've mentioned so far is young adult. The Dark Deep is middle grade, so a middle grade horror story, yes. The next date I'm talking about is October 9th. So the first one is Light Years by Cass Morgan. This one is an interesting sci-fi that I was waiting for, and it got pushed back like a month, I think. So it was supposed to come out, I think, in September, and then I got pushed back, and I was waiting for it. It's finally here. So this one is set in Quatra Fleet Academy. So after an attack from a mysterious enemy, the academy opens its doors to students from every planet in the solar system after centuries of exclusivity. So this is basically a multiple point of view with 4 characters who are in a squadron, and they each have different goals for their life at the academy. And you know, they're going to be training to try to work together in order to fight this enemy, but all of them will have to put aside their differences to defend their world from this enemy. But the danger might be closer than everybody thinks. Yes. I don't know, this reminds me of Ender's Game. think of what you will of Orson Scott Card, but I read Ender's Game in high school and I actually enjoyed it, but that's because I really enjoy sci-fi, and you also put in like the academy experience and I enjoyed that as well. So this reminds me of Ender's Game, maybe, hopefully better, I don't know, hopefully better. But it also kind of gives me Voltron feels, so for people who are into Voltron right now, this could be a good one with the team experience and having to fight enemies and just, yeah, yes. So there is, I believe, a male-male relationship, so there's some queerness and diversity within this book, and I'm just, yes, good sci-fi. Give me the good sci-fi. Yes. Alright, the next one is Blanca and Roja by Anna Marie McLemore. So the Dulcisne sisters are rivals, as Blanca is obedient and graceful, and Roja is vicious and manipulative. Their family is bound to a bevy of swans, and one day the sisters will be pulled into a dangerous game that will leave one of them a girl and one of them trapped in the body of a swan forever. But two local boys are drawn into the game and the spell gets unpredictable and all four must kind of face the truths that could either save them or destroy them. This one is just, yes, I am looking forward to this one so much. So this one is Latinx, one of the sisters is queer, I believe, and one of the boys has a disability, or it's a recent disability, so he is kind of coming to terms with that. The other boy is non-binary and uses he and him pronouns and she and her pronouns throughout the book. And there's also, I believe, another female-female relationship that are not the point of view characters, but it's just there in the background of the book, and I'm here for all of this. I'm here, yes, I'm here for all of this. This sounds so good and so queer and just some good rep in my fantasy fairy tale retellings. Please, those are the only retellings I want anymore, okay? You gotta give me some queerness, you gotta give me some good diversity and representation in these retellings and stuff, okay? Okay, make this promise with me right now, all right? That's what I need for my retellings. Okay. The next one for October 9th is Beneath the Citadel by Destiny Soria. In the city of Eldra, people are ruled by ancient prophecies that has let the High Council stay in power for centuries. After the last infallible prophecy, there's been growing unrest that led to rebellion that has raged for more than a decade. So Casa is the orphaned daughter of rebels, determined to continue the fight against the High Council, even as she struggles with the legacy of rebellion left by her parents. And she fears she may not be able to shoulder that burden. But by the time Casa and her friends uncover the mystery of the final prophecy that kind of started the unrest and the rebellion, it might be too late to save the city or themselves. So this one just sounds very interesting. There's a lot of good representation in here. There's a lot of disability rep. There's a lot of anxiety and PTSD rep. There's, I think, a lot of queerness. There's at least one gay boy, one bisexual boy, a fat asexual girl. I'm here for this. I'm here for this book. Please, more diverse fantasy. Yes, love it. I love it. So yes, Beneath the Citadel. Yes, I'm here for this. Yes. Especially prophecies and a group of queer diverse teens out to rebel and figure out the prophecies. Yes. My story. I'm here for this. Yes, totally. Alright, so that's it for October 9th, and I have just a couple more that come out on October 30th. The Brilliant Death by Amy Rose Capetta. Theodora is a mafia don's daughter and also secretly a strega, a wielder of magic, who turns her father's enemies into music boxes, mirrors, and other decorative objects. So when the capo, the land's new ruler, poisons 4 of the 5 families who rule the land, 4 of them end up dead, and Teo's father ends up gravely ill. To save him, Teo must travel to the capital as a Desangro son. That's her last name. She must travel as her father's son. Not disguised as a boy, but totally transformed into one. So here's where Teo meets Cielo, a strega who can switch back and forth between male and female, like turning pages in a book. So they journey together, and Teo struggles to master her powers and also her growing feelings for Cielo. And as they uncover secrets about their beloved country, Teo becomes more determined to save her family at any cost. So this one is just a gender-bending, gender-queer, gender-fluid fantasy with, I don't know, I guess potentially bisexuality, because they're both swapping genders, and I don't know. I'm here for this one. I'm here for this one. Yes. Yes, I don't know. I'm so intrigued by this one. So yes, like an Italianish mafia type fantasy setting with gender bending, gender spot. Yeah. Yes, please. All right, so these are 10 of the books I am looking forward to being released in October 2018. So this is just a few of the books I'm looking forward to. Of course, there's always many more, but these are some of the core ones I'm looking forward to, I guess. You could see that where my tastes run, kind of where I like fantasy, especially young adult. I like dark stories, I like dark fantasy, I like some sci-fi, I like some thrillers. I'm just looking forward to them, okay? Yeah. I'm just, yes. All right, so tell me what you guys are looking forward to this month. Were any of these books already on your list, or are you going to add them to your list now that I've talked about them? Because please let me know. And if anybody wants to buddy read any of these books that I mentioned at some point, please let me know, because I love buddy reading and I would love to have buddy reads for any of these books. Like, I would be up for that for any of them. If any of them strike your fancy, please let me know. I'm up for it. I'm here for it, okay? I'm here for it. I'm here for the buddy reads. These are my anticipated reads. What are your guys' anticipated reads for the month of October or beyond? You don't have to limit it to October, but let me know. Let me know if you have books that you've been looking forward to this month that either they're already out or they're still coming out this month and they weren't on my list. Let me know, because maybe I don't know about them and I need to know about them. Let me know about them. Okay, so that's it. Give this video a like if you liked it, and comment down below what you thought of it. If you like any of these books that I mentioned, if you want to read them, what books you are looking forward to for October. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. I can't even read my own writing. Are you kidding me right now? Anna Marie Macklemore. Macklemore. A lot of them, yeah. Okay, so yes.